Hello guys, in this video we're going to talk about normalizer transformation of Informatica Power Center. So whenever we have the requirement of transforming the columns into rows, we go for this transformation. So I'll show you what will be our source, how our source will be. So this is what we have as our source. We have ID column, the year column, and then 4 more columns which have the sales for that year. What we need to achieve is this. I'll place both in the same window so that it's better. So for each quarter, it should be coming like this in row wise. Here we have columns for each quarter, but here we have rows for each quarter. So what we are basically doing is we are converting these columns into rows. Now let's see how we achieve this. This is our source and this is what we need to achieve. I've already imported the source and target. Now let's create a mapping for this. We'll drag the source and the target and create the normalizer transformation. These are best practices of naming the transformation. Now we cannot simply drag and drop a column from a previous transformation to the normalizer transformation. So how do we are going to work here is we double click here, go to this normalizer and create output ports here. We need ID, we need year, we do need quarter also here as it is QTR, but we are not creating it here because that will be populated from some other port of normalizer. I'll show you how we do that. But in case we have some varchar values, like instead of 1 2 3 we need Q1 Q2 Q3 like that, so we can go for that in an expression and do it. So here we will just create these three only. Now the main important thing here is that we need to set the occurrence for each port. So we know that the sales amount for there are 4 sales, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3 and quarter 4. So there are 4 cells which we need to convert into rows. So how we are going to do it here, we will set the occurrence of this port to 4. Here we are. Now this ID column will be mapped to ID, year will be mapped to year, and then these 4 cells will be mapped to sales. Now there are 3 output columns, ID, year, sales, amount, as we created. Because we kept the occurrence of 4 for this sales amount, it is repeated here 4 times. See if you can see this. Sales amount 1, 2, 3 and 4. So there are 4 input columns for this now. Now what we are going to do, normalizer is going to do his work. It's quite simple now. ID, year, we map it here. Sales amount, we map it here. Now we are remaining with this quarter. So this is what is remaining. 1 2 3 4, again 1 2 3 4, again 1 2 3 4. Our source is like Q1 sales, Q2 sales, Q3 sales, Q4 sales. So to achieve this, there are 2 things which I'd like to say. So this is very important to note here in normalizer that there are 2 additional sort of ports created. One is GK and other is GCID. So GK, it stands for generated key, and GCID, it stands for generated column ID. So if we connect this GK with quarter, what's gonna happen? That these numbers which are repeating itself for each group. So the ID 1, the year 2000, this is a group. So 1 2 3 4, then it again restarts from 1 because the ID has changed. 1 2 3 4, then again the 1 2 3 4 like this. So if we join this GK generated key It's not gonna be like that. It will continuously populate values like 1 2 3 4, then 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, like that. And if we have to achieve this sort of thing, then for each group, then we need to populate it with GCID. So I'll show both. So firstly we'll populate it with, connect it with GK. Okay, here we go, we save the mapping. These GK and GCID are quite important to note. We'll create the workflow. Sorry, we'll create a task here first, a reusable task. We can create in there also, but we are going to create here because they won't be reusable. Okay, no issues. We'll give the connection. So my flat file source is residing here. Okay, giving is the connection here for source because it's a file. The directory we are going to mention where Informatica is going to read it. That file name is already mentioned. Then for target we will give the connection. Target, I've created the targets in target DB. We are going to link it and validate it first. It's valid. The workflow is also valid. So now let's see. This is the database. The table is existing. I'll show that. So here's the table: ID, year, quarter, sales amount. This is what we are gonna populate. As of now, we don't have any values here, so it's all vacant. We run the task. We didn't save it, sorry. Now we run the task. It's running. So it read 3 rows and loaded 12. So how it read 3 and loaded 12, we are gonna see it like this: 1 2 3. There are 3. Okay, and it's gonna load 12. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So it's 12. So we'll check the database. Now what I was saying at that time, there it is. So it is loaded for one ID 1, year 2000, quarter 1 2 3 4. The sales amount is loaded. Now this is what I was telling. For ID 2, year 2000, it is continuing the count. The quarter is 5 6 7 8, which we don't want. So we will change it here now. Let's truncate this first. Or we can do it at session level as well. So this is what, if we want to continue the count, the generated keys, we use this GK. But if when we don't want the generated keys, we use this GCID, generated column IDs. Here it is. Refresh the session. Okay, one more thing. Let's do it. We'll truncate the table before loading. Now let's start it again. Running, and succeeds also. So 3 and 12. Now check. Here it is. 1 2 3 4. It again starts from 1 1 2 3 4. It again starts from 1 2 3 4, like this. So this is what we have achieved. This is all about normalizer. There are things like in some interview you might be asked about achieving this result but without using a normalizer transformation. So those are not best practices to use in a mapping, but for interview purpose we must understand that and we must know that. To know that, I will upload another video regarding that and I will explain it in that. Thank you. Thanks for watching.